Hello, everyone. Happy Mindfulness Thursday. It's Thursday, y'all, not Monday. And we are here in the office. If you chose to celebrate Christmas, or if you do celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a great Christmas. And I hope that you have a calm, relaxing, embodied New Year. Because, y'all, it's 2022 on Saturday. There's 2 people watching this. That's a sign. 2s are my favorite number, so I personally feel like this year is just going to be awesome. But the year is awesome. Like, every day can be awesome if you choose for it to be awesome. Anyway, I wanted to come on here as we are back in the office for today and today only. We are back in the office for relatively normal hours starting next Monday. And I felt called to share that y'all know that we're going to have some new faces in the office. So be on the lookout for our new hire. She'll be hanging out with us and part of the team starting next week, which means that, one, Michael is still going to be here, everyone. Don't worry. Hi, Lori. Lori, you are awesome. Don't worry, Michael is not going anywhere. He's still going to be training in our new hire and slowly transitioning out of the office and stepping into more of his coaching, which for those of you who have been part of the Inspire Life crew for a while, you have been able to chat with him and learn from him and grow from him. And so he is stepping more into that and working with clients, group coaching. So know that that is always an option as far as ways to work with him from a accountability perspective, honestly. I have a coach, I have a few coaches, and I think it's silly for us to take on like a healing journey. Like I'm going to do it all myself, and that's fine. Like we heal our own life, we do the work, and having a witness, having someone to hold you accountable that you're investing in can be the game changer from like ideas and concepts to implementation and action and receiving true results. So know that that's what Michael is stepping into, and I know he does a phenomenal job with his clients. You just have to ask him. And he's going to be putting on a lot more events and community gatherings here as well. So we're bringing that back because it is in community that we heal. We are not meant to do the work alone. We are not meant to be alone and be isolated. We are meant to be with each other. Another thing that I have become aware of over the years of being a practitioner, especially doing network hair, breath work, SRI, doing embodiment work, breakthrough work, is many of you, which is so awesome, are choosing to go deeper with your healing. And what I mean by that is, as a result of getting your nervous system aligned, you're asking different questions, you're engaging with some of the content that we're posting, you're doing your inner work, and you're curious how you can keep embodying that on a deeper level. Now, something I do want to share is when I'm in the office and people have their designated times, your 15 to 20 minute slot with me, that time is meant for you to receive on the table your entrainment, your adjustment. And I get that it can be really easy to want to like ask me about my life and like go into big conversation. And I just want you to know that, one, I have no expectation of you asking me about my life, because when you lay on the table, my eyes are on you and it's your time to receive. Like you don't even have to talk. Your body's going to tell me. Oftentimes talking about things we avoid the true healing. And like tuning in and receiving an entrainment, receiving an adjustment, and just taking time to like breathe and get aligned and get connected. So know that, yes, I love you all. And yes, I know you care about my life. And it's 15 to 20 minutes on the table. And the reason I'm saying this is, again, I'm just watching where I've been called to serve and where my gifts are shining. If you feel like you want to do some deeper work with me when it comes to breakthrough coaching, breathwork practices, having a one-on-one breathwork session, I do this with my private coaching clients. I do this not only from a business perspective, but I have opened up spaces and ways to work with me for half an hour to an hour, because I get that as you do this work, sometimes you need to like process, you need to have that one-on-one witnessing. And it's very different than when you come into the office, right? That is your entrainment, that's your session, that's your nervous system getting aligned. And sometimes we do open up a can of worms, right? In the great worms, right? They're great worms. Some of you in this group have taken advantage of this and done one-on-one breakthrough calls with me, where it's a beautiful integration of shifting your mindset, connecting with your body, getting you out of that fight or flight, and really like practicing embodiment and relating it to other areas of your life that you're dealing with. It could be a relationship. It could be your family. It could be your relationship with food. It could be your relationship with movement. Know that that stuff oftentimes requires more than the 15 minutes that we have allowed for people on the table. And I'm bringing this up because I'm noticing a lot more people are desiring this. And so I've made it a point, I put a link here in this video, I've made it a point to make sure that you have access to me, to Michael in those ways, and know that it must look different than having an hour conversation in the entrainment room, because that's just not what that purpose is. That serves another purpose that's very important. And if you feel that you're at a point in your life where you want deeper accountability, you want more intimacy, you want more coaching and learning and learning these embodiment practices, know that Michael and I do that privately with people. So it doesn't mean you have to like stop the healing here. Just know, like, if you're desiring more, because I'm at a point in my life, honestly, where I want to answer your questions and I want to go deeper. And a lot of people have taken advantage of that with us. And I don't want to suppress what's coming through. I don't want to be like, hey, we don't have time on the table to talk about this. But the reality is, like, your session is 15 to 20 minutes. And sometimes you need a little extra. So this is why I have a coach. I hire a coach. This is why I schedule deeper sessions with them that go a little bit deeper, where it's just them and I, where we can process some of this stuff beyond just your sessions in and out of the office. And I say this again because I'm noticing a lot of you doing really beautiful work and desiring that and hearing and listening to that call within, that it's time for us to rise up and step into greater levels of healing, greater levels of leadership, because many of you who I serve, like, you're caretakers yourself, you're leaders yourself, you're other doctors, you serve a lot of other people, you're leaders, and I want to make sure that I'm honoring and serving you in the best way. And sometimes when those topics get brought up on the table, I don't have the time, and we don't have the time to go into it, because again, the session is designed for a specific purpose. So that's why Michael and I have opened up more spaces to work with us in an individual way. It could be once a month, it could be once a week, it could be once a quarter. There's a lot of options here. So know that if you need deeper support, like, you can do that. Like, you don't have to hesitate. I obviously have to create boundaries on my time, because as we grow, like, that's just part of serving people in a way of integrity. And I'm a big proponent of, like, making sure I'm honoring your time on the table and making sure that, you know, if it's a conversation or a session that needs to go further than 15 minutes, that we need to allot time for that, because that's a powerful thing that's coming through. We want to honor that and know, like, as many of you see, we see a lot of people in the office. It's a great community, and timing is very important. So, like, I do my best to stay on time with people, because I know you all have busy lives, and I just ask you all for the same. And know that when you honor your own time, other people will honor your time. So I take this as a sign. As we grow, I'm going to keep honoring my time, as far as showing up on time, early, time for my morning self-care, not getting reactive on social media, and in turn, making sure that I am showing up 100% in alignment and honoring your time, whether it's on the table, you do a private session with me, you come to our Soul-Filled Saturdays. So I hope my message is coming across as not like a time Nazi, but rather letting you know that I have been working with people on a one-on-one basis for a while now, and I'm just noticing that I think just because the way the world has been in the last 2 years, sometimes we need that like care, right? That individual care. So there's options. You don't have to do it alone. And if you're like, well, I'm good, Mel, I just come in and get my spine checked and I feel great, that's fine. You don't have to change anything. Just know there are ways, there are options. And I wanted to make that clear. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Reach out to our office, comment on here. The link that I posted in this video does give you options of doing multiple sessions with me. You can do one-off sessions if you want. Really, it's kind of up to you. And you'll see on that page, there's a series of questions I ask as far as like your life stuff, which is important. And can sometimes require more than 15 or 20 minutes. And we still get to breathe, we get to move. I teach you strategies to keep being powerful in your life and not default into old patterns, since it is the new year almost. So anyway, I'm wishing you all a happy new year. Stay tuned for the growth of our team. Thank you to all of you who have applied. Thank you to all of you who considered it. We had some amazing people. I mean, y'all are great. Like, there are rock stars out there. And it was really tough. It was so tough. I wish I could hire everyone, to be honest, but we're not at that point yet. We will be soon. I can sense it. So anyway, let me know if you have questions about this. Again, this isn't meant to be like, hurry up, but also I think it's really important that if there are things that kind of bother or irk us, we check in with ourselves. And I notice for myself, if I get behind with practice members, because I get like stuff happens, right? There's traffic, there's snow, there's ice. We live in Minnesota. I have grace. I have shown up late to things because of certain things. And you can have grace and patience, and you can also make a shift. Leaving 5 minutes sooner. Maybe showing up early, which is on time. And I say this for myself. You know, there's certain things, maybe I walk in a minute late, right? I am working on more and more integrity in my life because I know that embodied leadership is what is calling me. And so if you're curious to learn more about that, let's book a session. I'd love to teach you. I'd love to support you. And you don't have to be a practice member to do any of this work with me. I have people from all over the country that I work with one-on-one, and it's really great. And I also get, if you're not comfortable going into an office, but you want to experience healing, like, that's a great option too. So with that, I'll leave you all with a happy new year. Have fun, like literally have so much fun. If you pass it on the couch at 9 p.m. or you party on until 3 a.m., do you, because you deserve it, okay? So wishing you a happy Thursday, and we'll see you on Monday for another Mindfulness Monday. Peace, love. Keep inspiring. Cheers.